Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am here to talk about Marshmallow Perfumes. So, I have got, I think, 10 or 11. I try to keep it an even number, but I think I ended up coming up with 11 this time. But I've got 10 or 11 here. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first three that I'm going to talk about are all Ariana Grande fragrances. So most Ariana Grande fragrances have a marshmallow note in them, especially the earlier ones. I think the later ones that she's come out with, like Thank You Next and Cloud, I don't believe those have marshmallow in them, but definitely the first three that she came out with did have a marshmallow accord in them. So we will start with one of my favorites, which is Ari. I just have little pen sprays. I'm almost out, so I'm going to need to pick up full bottles of these. So you may hear Charlotte running around in the background. She's running around the house blowing bubbles. So if you do hear her in the background, that is, or hear noises in the background, that is what's going on. So anyways, back to Ari. So Ari is fruity notes, floral notes, musk, woods, and marshmallow accord. It's simple, it's beautiful, it has a really beautiful marshmallow note in it, and I really love this one. This is one of my favorites. The next one is Sweet Like Candy. This also has that same marshmallow accord. So Sweet Like Candy is frosted blackberries, Italian bergamot, cassis cream, marshmallow, vanilla, and precious woods. This one is a little bit more complex smelling than Ari. This one definitely has that blackberry going on in the top. It makes it a little bit brighter. It's a little bit more spring-like, or it's a little bit lighter. And then you've got the marshmallow in there that just gives it a ton of sweetness. So that one is Sweet Like Candy. And then the last one is Moonlight, and I just talked about this one in my last video, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but this is a very pretty, just really nice fragrance. This is black currant, plum, marshmallow, peony, sandalwood, black amber, and vanilla. This one is a little bit heavier than the others, but beautiful nonetheless. And again, with that really nice marshmallow note in the base. Okay, moving on to some Ganache parfums. So I've got two different ones from Ganache that have a really nice marshmallow note in them. The first one is called Shugared, and this is a really interesting fragrance. So this has unfortunately been discontinued, but I did not want to leave it off the list because this is one of the best marshmallow perfumes I have in my collection. This is a marshmallow for adults. This is a grown-up marshmallow. This has some like mangy animalic notes in it, but it's very sweet. It's not like an unwearable animalic type smell. It's just really, really beautiful. So Shugared is cotton candy. It's two different cotton candy accords. It's got blue cotton candy accord as well as pink cotton candy accord, musk, animal notes, and marshmallow. And the animal notes is listed as, on their website, or when I bought it, I believe it was listed as mangy cougar accord. So this is just a really, it's beautiful. It's a very interesting grown-up marshmallow fragrance. Shugared is the perfect name for it because it is incredibly sweet, like saccharine sweet. You don't want to get too crazy with this. You get a lot of the sweetness and the cotton candy and the marshmallow in the top, and then the animalic notes start to come out. And then at the base, what you're left with, or like at the dry down, what you're left with is that beautiful marshmallow and animalic notes. It's really, really interesting. It's a very unique fragrance, and again, that is Shugared from Ganache Parfums. The next one from Ganache, my label is ruined because of these. When these came to me, something had leaked, and you can see I've just got a bubble wrap pattern on my label now, but this is Incense and Marshmallow, and that's all it is. It's an incense note and a marshmallow note combined. It's beautiful. It's very fall-like. It smells like marshmallow, but you've got that incense in there. This one isn't incredibly sweet. It's not incredibly sweet. It's not like a really heavy incense either. It's not like a gothic, you know, church smelling incense. It's just a really beautiful combination of marshmallow and incense. So again, that is from Ganache Parfums. The next one I have to talk about, I'll show you this in my, or this will be in my next haul video, because this is one that I just picked up. I did pick it up because it does have a very, very pronounced marshmallow note in it, and which I didn't know. I just knew it had marshmallow when I picked it up, but when I sprayed this on me, it dried down to nothing but marshmallow. So sorry, I just looked in the corner of my eye and my kitty is curled up in my little, I have like a little cube basket that I keep socks and underwear and things in, and she just decided to get in there and make a bed out of it. So yeah, she's in there chilling. Okay, so this fragrance, without further ado, I've been talking forever, is Ultra Red, and this is from Paco Rabanne. And I love this little like UFO shaped bottle. You spray it and that's how it, or I'm sorry, you press it and that's how it sprays. So this is a beautiful fruity marshmallow fragrance. This has some strawberry in it, red currant, some really beautiful fruity notes in the top, and then marshmallow in the base. And this dries down to just straight up marshmallow on me. I cannot wait for the fall, because this is going to be like one of my go-tos in the fall, because it's such a beautiful, like true marshmallow fragrance. I had my eye on, and I have had my eye on Ultraviolet for a long time. I've never pulled the trigger on that one. I don't know what possessed me to pull the trigger on this one. I think because I found it for a really good price, and so I just went ahead and grabbed it. So Ultra Red is red currant, wild strawberry, star anise, licorice, jasmine, marshmallow, cedarwood, and vanilla. It's beautiful. You do get a little bit of that licorice. You get a lot of the wild strawberry and the red currant in the top, like I stated earlier. And then this dries down to the most beautiful, fluffy marshmallow fragrance. So again, that is Ultra Red, and that is from Paco Rabanne. Okay, next is one of my most favorite marshmallow fragrances of all time. If you are looking for a true, just open a bag of marshmallows, that's what you want to smell like, this is the fragrance for you. This is called Delizia de Marshmallow, and this is from Kyse Parfums, which is an indie house. And this, now I have had people comment and say that this does not last on their skin at all. It's around for all of 5 minutes and then it just like goes away. I will tell you, when I used all three things. I got a sample of the body cream, I got a sample of the shower butter type product, and I used the shower butter, I used the body cream, and then I used about half of my little sample vial. I still have half left, but I used about half of my little sample vial, and I could smell the marshmallow on me. I smelled like a marshmallow, like a walking bag of marshmallows for at least 12 hours. Like, it lasted forever, but I did have to layer all of those products. So with that being said, again, this is one of my most favorite marshmallow fragrances. This is marshmallow, vanilla, and sugar. And like I said, this just smells like, it smells like you opened a bag of marshmallows and you're just smelling like true marshmallow. It's really, really beautiful. It's very, very simple, very linear. It's going to smell exactly the same after 10 hours as when you put it on. Now, if you don't layer it over the body cream, I do imagine that this would wear away quite quickly. But layered with all of the other products, it really does last a long time on my skin, and I really love that. And eventually I am going to get a full bottle of it because it's really, really inexpensive as well. I think a full bottle is less than $25 if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, the next fragrance I have to share with you is another one that I adore. This is called I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess, and I just call it Princess, by Killian. So this is their kind of more affordable range that you can find at Sephora. This is a beautiful green tea marshmallow fragrance. I love this. This lasts forever on my skin as well. I can spray a few sprays of this and I will smell it all day long. It's really, really beautiful. So Princess is lemon, ginger, green tea, hedione, apple, jasmine, marshmallow, amber, and vanilla. Again, on me, this is just a green tea marshmallow fragrance. Super beautiful, very gourmand, fresh. You get the lemon and the ginger and the apple in the beginning, and then it dries down to the most beautiful green tea marshmallow fragrance. So again, that is Princess by Killian. The next one I have to talk about is an affordable fragrance, and this is M by Mariah Carey. So this is the first fragrance that she ever came out with. And this is a beautiful, woody, almost a little bit smoky marshmallow. This one is much more complex. It's much darker, deeper, richer than a lot of the other marshmallows that I've got on this list. But it's beautiful. So a lot of people don't like this. This is a very polarizing fragrance. You were either going to love this one or you were going to hate it. So I highly recommend testing this before buying a full bottle, and I don't recommend blind buying this one because, like I say, a lot of people really hate this one. But I happen to really, really love it. So M is marshmallow and fresh sea notes, tiare flower, gardenia, amber, patchouli, and incense. It is a very strange mishmash of notes. Sea notes and marshmallow going together is such a strange combination, but it just works. The tiare flower and patchouli is a very strange combination as well. I think it is, in my opinion. But again, all together, it just works. It's just really beautiful. And this is one that you can't judge by the initial spray because it does smell a little bit weird when you first spray it. The magic happens after you spray it on your skin and it gets into its kind of deep dry down stages. That's when it gets really, really pretty. So again, that one is M by Mariah Carey. And then the last couple that I have to talk about are from Solstice Scents. So Solstice, and these are ones that I will eventually buy a full bottle of as well. I just keep forgetting about these because I do keep all of my samples in this like huge Ziploc bag, and I'll pull it out every once in a while and I'll dig through there and kind of see, and then I'll come across things like this and like my Rogue perfumes that I have all these samples, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to buy full bottles of them, but I completely forget about them because they're tucked away in a samples bag. So again, this is Solstice Scents, and they have a whole bunch of fragrances with marshmallow in them actually. But the ones that I'm going to talk about today are Rose Mallow Cream as well as Violet Mallow. So Rose Mallow Cream is rose, strawberry, marshmallow, white chocolate, vanilla, and musk. This is gorgeous. This has a beautiful, beautiful, very jammy strawberry note in the top. And it's just, you can smell the white chocolate, the vanilla, and then the deep dry down of this is very much marshmallow, and then on the base of everything is the rose. It's a really beautiful, it's not a sweet rose, it's not an old-fashioned smelling rose, it's just a very fresh rose fragrance. I'm going to just put a little bit of this on. And then you've got the beautiful creaminess of the marshmallow. This is beautiful. And when you first apply this to the skin, the rose is very, very strong, but if I remember how this one kind of dries down or changes as it dries down, it goes from the rose, and then you really start smelling that jammy strawberry, and then you really start smelling the sweetness of that marshmallow and that creaminess of the marshmallow, and it just blends into this beautiful jammy strawberry rose marshmallow fragrance. So again, that is Rose Mallow Cream from Solstice Scents. And then the last one I have to talk about is called Violet Mallow, and this is basically just violet, like beautiful sugared violet petals and marshmallow. It's creamy. It's a beautiful creamy violet fragrance. Let me just get some on. So yeah, beautiful, fresh, sugary violets and marshmallow, and that's exactly what it dries down to be. Just a really, really pretty, feminine, soft marshmallow and violet fragrance. So, okay guys, so let's talk about what is on my eyes and on my lips today. On my eyes is this weird little palette that I just picked up at Ulta during the 21 days. So I picked this up because I think all of JCat Beauty was on sale, and this is called the Dia and Noche palette. They've got a couple different colorways in this one, which I believe is day and night palette, but this is called the Tri-Element 15 eyeshadow palette. This thing is gorgeous, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I didn't know what to expect because it was only like $5, which was why I picked it up. And this has some of the most gorgeous foiled shades in it. This dark one, I'm going to do just like a full-on smoky eye with this dark shade right here. I just want to show you let me see if I've got some other eyeshadows that I was playing with earlier. But, I mean, oh my goodness. I don't know if that's even going to do it justice. It's so pretty. Like this silver. These are so... they're so foiled, they almost feel like a cream shadow in the pan. I mean, they're so crazy metallic. But this has got some really beautiful, like the mattes are gorgeous. They're beautiful and they're saturated and they blend out like no other. And then you've got just some beautiful shimmers, which are probably the most like problematic shades. They're not the easiest thing to work with because they kind of create some almost like a hard pan, but it's not hard pan. It's just that the formula is just kind of strange, but they are beautiful. Once you get them on the eyes, they're really gorgeous. But the best thing in this palette are these shimmer shades. So I didn't mean to give you like a whole review. I just wanted to show you what was on my eyes, but this is a great little palette and it's super cheap. I think even not on sale, it's only like $6.99 or something. So really, really great little palette. And then on my lips, I've got one of these Believe lipsticks. This is called Moroccan Spice, and it's just kind of like a peachy nude that's just really pretty. And these are like $3 at Dollar General, which I love. And then on top of that, because these are like a satin finish, they're not matte, but they're not shiny, and I like my lips to be shiny. On top of it, I layered this Essence Plumping Nudes lip gloss, and this is in the shade She's So Extra. So just kind of a mauvey color, like a, well, nude, like a pinky nude almost. So anyways, guys, those are all of the, well, not all of them. Those are some marshmallow fragrances that I have in my collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!